Well, ta-da! Our room is done, and I know this has been a much awaited video for many of you who have watched the progress of the desk crafting area and the transformation of our den. So first off, I will tell you that we painted the walls Valspar and Newsstand. That's the Lowe's brand paint. And I had asked you guys which paint to paint it. So yes, it was Newsstand. So well, I will just start here and take you around the room and give you a little tour. So this is a mirror from my grandmother and some lovely roses that my husband gave me a couple days ago. They're gorgeous. And this antique plant stand we decided to use for our radio stereo. And then these are the two dressers that I showed in my progress videos that I painted and then upholstered. And I did end up adding knobs because it was impossible to open the drawers. I will take you inside the drawers, but let me show you what I did on top. Of course, we have our TV because this is a main area for us. And then I was telling you I bought a bunch of vintage phones. I don't know if vintage is the right word, but rotary phones in different colors. So I have them displayed throughout the room. I have one here and then some apothecary jars. And this is a penny collection from my grandparents. So I just kept that. And a couple of other apothecary jars on this side. And these are just filled with green moss, fake ball moss from Joann's. And our digital picture frame that we like. And so let me take you inside the drawers. So we'll start with this left-hand side drawer. I did end up needing to use this for craft storage. So I have my ribbons here, and I did do a lot of paring down of my stuff. So these are my ribbons on spools, and I just used some dividers that I already had. And these are bags of some current projects that I am working on, or rather need to work on. This drawer is full of projects that are bagged and needing finished. And these are a tight fit, and honestly this stuff isn't really stuff I'm going to get into a whole bunch, so I'm not really concerned with how the drawers maneuver. And we didn't really want to spend a bunch of money on a new chest. So here I have a bunch of my wooden stamps in the VCR cases, and they're labeled, and I have a video on how I chronicle and inventory those on my craft channel. And then more stamps in VCR cases. A lot of people ask why I don't unmount them, and honestly I like the feel of a wood stamp, so I don't really want to unmount them. Here in the bottom, sorry for the racket, there are my acrylic paints, some extra glue sticks, foam brushes, just some extra supplies. Okay, so that's that chest of drawers. And then on this side, these are all things that can be altered, and it's full. So I'm going to not buy any more things to alter until I have altered these items. And then I know the next two drawers are punches, and I was going to put like a ledge up or something, but honestly I didn't really want to see them, so I find that keeping them here in the drawers is fine for me. And yeah, that one's just punches. This one is more just extra supplies, some baggies, empty CD cases, my larger Xyron. And the last drawer is fabric. So that is what I store over here. And I guess since we're here, our coffee table, I don't really keep much out. Right now I have the pink sangria candle from Bath & Body Works in one of these sleeves. I really like the scent. And let's see. This is our chair, and this was the chair that caused great controversy in our household with our cats. And we did end up getting them declawed. I know that some people will disagree with that, but they are doing just fine. They're happier as always. And as you can see, they don't want for anything. They're spoiled. So it saved our furniture, and now we can look at our beautiful chair. So that's our chair that we got new. And we got this couch it's like a microfiber. Very comfy. And I got this mojito pillow. I thought this was fun. Tied in with my green accents. I got this at TJ Maxx on clearance. So I might switch that out in the winter when it's not really mojito season. And let's see. Underneath the coffee table, if you can get under there, I just have 3 more of the phones that I got. And then I keep a basket full of extra remotes, coasters, hand lotion, candle lighters. And that just tucks nicely underneath there. Can you see the things?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the camera display, I was going to put the cameras inside of 8x10 frames. I think I had mentioned that. But that was not really cost effective because we would have had to purchase 8x10 frames. But we already had these picture ledges. So Mark and I hung them and just placed the cameras on them. And then I put this little layout that I did of my sister. And, oops, some more of the cameras, a little thing. So it's a really nice display, and then I can change it in and out or rearrange the cameras if I would like to. I used this dress form that was in my craft room. I couldn't bear to part with it, so I went ahead and kept it, and then I just put a necklace on it, and I think it looks kind of cute in here. And this plant stand was my grandma's. And this plant was from Mark's aunt, who has since passed away, but we've had it since our apartment, so 5 years? Yeah. And I just repotted it so that it can grow healthier. And here is the photo shadow box, I guess. More like a shadow box that my friend Stephanie, Little Red Wagon Studios, she made for me in a swap that we did. So thank you, Stephanie. I love it in here. It looks perfect. And let's take you over to the mantle. We did on each window put these plantation style blinds from Lowe's, and we installed them ourselves, and they were pretty easy. So, what is?
I think
there's a cat rolling around in the bathtub. Anyhow, so on the mantle, I painted the mantle white just like I did the trim. It's so funny. And then I just put 3 different mirrors that I had. This one's actually from a flea market, but the other 2 I had. I just layered them. And then I found this. Actually, Mark and I found this little milk glass lamp. You can see. We found this at Goodwill for, was it $2.99?
$1.99.
It was $1.99 and it worked. And the awesomest thing is...
Most awesome.
The thing behind that big mirror, there is an outlet. So you don't see any cords. I don't know why they designed it with an outlet there, but it was really handy. And then here's another phone that I bought on eBay. Got all my phones and cameras on eBay. And then I have various milk glass, and I love milk glass, so I'm just displaying it here. And then these are some flowers from my garden. And I really like these candle holders. I've had them for ages, and I think I got them at TJ Maxx. I shop a lot at TJ Maxx. And a couple little glass things, and this was from my grandparents. It's a temperature and relative humidity thing. I don't know if it's accurate, but it's cool looking. And then we just painted our penguin gold today because he didn't really match as his black and white self. And I didn't want to buy white spray paint. I already had some gold, so he's a gold penguin now. He's our piggy bank. and just some decoration here. I want to get a little wreath to hang on this wreath stand. So this is that's kind of our sitting area. And then I have my magazines basket here, and I do have a video on how to organize your magazines. And then this other basket that I use for my daily stuff right here. So then this will bring us to the craft area of our project. This was the catalyst for this room redesign, was to put all of our computer, office, and craft stuff here in one space. So on this side, it's a little bit narrower how it's built. We have our computer, and I had these. Can you see?
Well, honey, what do you want me to get in?
Well, I want you to show them up close.
Okay.
We had these in my other room for magazines, and we're using them for mail. This is Mark's mail. And then this was an old thing I found at Goodwill, and he's using it for bills. I think it's for CDs, but I'm not sure. And so here we have our files in 2 file boxes. And then 8.5 by 11 paper, and I labeled everything with Martha Stewart labels. And these are the removable ones, because in case I would ever want to change, see, they just remove. Then I can change the label. And then these boxes I think are from Target maybe? I don't know. They're just canvas bins. And this holds all my 6x6 pads of paper. And here I got these bins at the Container Store, and they are specifically for CDs. And I use CDs to store my clear stamps. So I have them in 4 bins. And then these are Martha Stewart tags, and I just labeled them with which cases are in the appropriate bin, so that if I'm looking for a stamp in my inventory binder, I can find it easily. And then I have my 12 by 12 solid colored cardstock in one of these cropper hopper things, just sorted by color. And an extra one. This is my stamp inventory binder, and I have a whole video on how I did this, so I will link that below if you're interested in that. And my dollar stamp binder, my Cuttlebug. This is just a little CD case, and I just have tags that could be altered or used, just the manila kind of shipping tags in here. Then this is one of the things I got at Michael's. I don't know what it's called really, but it's just like a little 3-drawer system. And so I labeled it, and I put my stamp blocks here. And then glue sticks here, because I do use my hot glue gun a lot. And then I just labeled this one miscellaneous stuff, and it just has exactly that, miscellaneous stuff that I don't really use. And then behind this picture I have my smaller Xyron. And then I got these really cool glass burlap covered canisters at TJ Maxx for like $5, and I have my Copics in there and my Bic markets. So I have two of those. And most all of my bins came from TJ Maxx or Home Goods. In here I have 12 by 12 pattern paper and chipboard. This is like the pattern paper and stuff that doesn't really go with any collection, but that I still really like. And then my chipboard here. I can just pull it down really easily. This basket is for all the little catch-all stuff that I want to put into like my Project Life or a my Smash book. So I have that here, and then in this bin I have my Project Life stuff, and I'm not going to take that out right now. And then this little bin I have my different, actually I will, I'll just show you real quick, because after all this work I may as well show you the final product I mean. So Project Life stuff I just have this way, and this is kind of like with Smash stuff as well. So I just can pull this down and work on that. And then this one is embellishments. And these are like miscellaneous embellishments that I really don't use a whole lot. And I just put them in plastic bags like here, like alligator clips, felt birds, little butterflies, anything like that. I just put in plastic baggies and I have them there. So those just stack neatly up here. And I will admit, you have to be a bit creative with your space, but I find that I'm really thinking about what I'm buying and only buying things that I really like. This is my Project Life binder. In here I have my alphabet stickers and embellishments that I use frequently. So lots of thickers and label stickers. Back here is my scrap paper. So, and then my desk, I'll show you the desk area. We have this little magnetic thing that holds some Post-its, and you can magnet things to there. A bin full of colored markers. We got this at TJ Maxx, and we picked number 8 because why?
It's even.
Mark has a thing with odd numbers. He likes even numbers. And then my little caddy from Michaels. I think that we all have. And then this is the clip it up, but from Michaels. Oops, let me fix that. And it fits really good in this space. So these are my most used embellishments, which is why I put the other ones in that big thing. So, you know, here I can use these. Got my Ottlight, baby wipes, my little stamp pad, and my little Filofax that I do all my planning in. And here is all my ink pads, and I got that thing at Goodwill. So it was like $1.99, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. It's like an ink pad holder. So those are my most used ink pads. They're not all of them. This is a package, but... And then I have this like Jetmax cube that I got at Michael's as well. And on top I'm just storing my 12x12 mat, my scoreboard, my cutter, and my ATG, because those are kind of odd shaped things. And then in this drawer, and I labeled them, I have adhesives. And these are more like the tape type adhesives. And then another adhesives here. And this is more of the glue adhesives. And for some reason something's caught. There we go. So I don't know if you can see that at all. Here I have embossing stuff. I have all my embossing things here. And this is stickles and washi tape. And then this pulls down, and there's a whole cupboard in there that I have some various adhesives, my heat gun, some, you know, October afternoon sprinklers and that stuff. So here in these three, well, this is a thing that Lena made me, and she's Sweet Nothings Paper Co. here on YouTube. And then I have these three are all my paper collections in plastic bags. So that's that. And I'm going to get on the chair to show you here. I have this pin cushion that I recently got in a swap, but this is from Carla. So thank you so much, Carla. And my other pin cushion. In this long basket, I have all of my tools, like extra glue guns, my heat knife or hot knife, little tiny iron, those kinds of things. And in this one, I have all my Sizzix dies. It's heavy. I'm not going to pull it down. And then in this milk glass jar, I wound all of my baker's twine around the clothespins. So I have baker's twine in there. In there, I just have my cinch binding system, and I have, again, everything labeled really nicely. So it's easy to find. My little Rolodex holder with my altered Rolodexes from Swaps. And then in this bin, I wound up all my different trims, and these are the like bloomer trim. These are just like laces and other trims that I have here. These are my Tim Holtz inks, like distress inks, and then these are other ink pads that I don't use very often. So that tucks away nicely. And get on this chair. Here I have all my bling trim and pearls and that kind of thing.
Bling bling.
And in this nice basket, this is a really cool basket. I'll bring this down to show you. It's got a top to it, and it's the perfect height for Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. So I have all my mists in there. And tuck that. This is all mini albums to be altered. I labeled it. And then these are photo boxes, just your white photo boxes. I got them at Hobby Lobby and I waited till they were 40% off. And so I labeled them like this one is chipboard accents. And it's just like Maya Road type stuff. And this is paper bags, envelopes, embossing folders, tags, and junk jewels like, you know, jewelry to use for my crafts. Yeah, so, and they're not particularly organized in there, they're just put in there nicely so I can use them. Then on the top, we are using the top as our books, and yeah, so those are our books. And then I have some paint brushes there, some jars of buttons I'm using as decoration, but also, you know, can use. And then if you zoom in up there, in that bin I have mulberry flowers, more mulberry flowers, more up there I have extra embellishments, and then I'll show you. I just put like all my Wild Orchid craft, like here's the small ones. And these are these soft-sided bins that I had in my other craft room. I just repurposed them.
How do you zoom back out? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry folks.
And then embellishments, more things. And this is extra bling. Like, that I have doubles of. So, I already have some on my spinner, but those are like the doubles. And then, underneath my part of the desk area, I have a bin here full of my magazines and idea books. This is a package needing to be sent out, and our printer. And then this middle thing was built in by our contractor. It's awesome. So I used this big milk glass container and I wrapped up nicely all of my bloomer trims. Put them in there. Then if you look in here, I have all of my 12 by 12 pads of paper, and I put the name on the outside so I could see what they are. Some extra printer paper, my craft journal that I did an in-depth video on. If you're interested in that, check that out. Stapler for office needs. And then behind here is a bunch of the wires and clutter that we have to have for our internet and our cable. And so that took up a lot of space, but it's hidden. And so we have some of our office stuff. These are our tax write-off receipts, a pencil sharpener, and these are some other like banking things. This little bin I have office supplies, staples, push pins, whiteout, that kind of general stuff. And in here I have labels, so if I ever need to label anything else or whatever. And then our 3-hole punch sits nicely there. Computer over here at the bottom, and I think that is the entire room. So yeah, so this is our brand new finished wonderful den slash office craft area, and we're really enjoying the time in here that we're spending. So thanks for hanging in there and watching this whole video. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to answer them. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.